GamingBolt presents 15 Xbox One games so hard you will smash your console into pieces. There's so much choice out there for gamers these days, it's hard to know where to go for the best experiences for what you like. Some of us love those grand stories and movie productions that other companies get, but there's those masochists among us who like a game to bend us and even break us from time to time, not to mention a few controllers. If you're that type of gamer, let us tell you why the Xbox One is your one place to play. Did we forget any great ones? Let us know in the comment section below. N++. Xbox One might not be anyone's first thought when they want a hardcore platform game, but there's a surprising amount to be found. N++ is MetaNet's follow-up to the XBLA darling N+, and though it originally launched as a PS4 and PC title, the return to the Xbox platform has the minimalistic ninja runner as gloriously and infuriatingly hard as it ever was. Dark Souls 3. There's a good reason that the tagline to the entire Dark Souls series is, "Prepare to die." The end cap for the celebrated action RPG classic, Dark Souls 3 puts the player in control of the Ashen One. And while there is a deep lore that connects the entire series to be found within the game, that's something you'll have to earn through seeing the "you died" screen over and over and over again. The Surge. Deck 13's twist on the formula Souls made popular with a sci-fi aesthetic brings more than a few of its own challenges, including wildly different enemy types between robotic and cyborg foes, how to shuffle your builds for any encounter, and which limb to attack. The unique flavor of the Surge powers a similar feeling to the Souls series, but no less challenge. XCOM 2. When your tactical skills need a real workout, there's nowhere to go besides the XCOM series. Even without the use of the seriously hardcore modifiers like the One Save Iron Man mode, the amount of factors players have to balance as they fight against the alien invasion and the precision they have to take with saving the world will put any player to the test. Enter the Gungeon. What's more stressful than a hardcore roguelike game where the layout resets every time you die? One with the addition of bullet hell elements. The ever-changing dungeon crawler follows 4 characters in their quest to construct the bullet that can kill the past, but only if they can survive the millions of bullets being traded between themselves and their foes. Metal Gear Survive. When you're first dropped onto the alien world of Metal Gear Survive, that third word in the title is going to be your first priority. It's not a Metal Gear game for no reason, as stealth and silent takedowns are still going to be your best assets as you initially have to build up your supplies if you hope to survive the zombies and get back safely. Fury. Fury is the kind of game that cuts right to the point, with the stranger having to cut through the mini boss fights that keep him locked within a prison. But that's not to say it's an easy task. Rolling both hack and slash, twin stick shooting, and boss rush elements into a single package, Fury will certainly give more than a little anger as players struggle against the fights again and again. Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is a delicate dance between the player and an unpredictable AI foe which is hunting them relentlessly. The horror of the game comes from how hard it is to see the xenomorph coming, but therein also lies the challenge. When you're just that close to safety, when the big bad beastie grabs you in a way it never has before, because it learned from your tactics, it's almost enough to cost you a controller. 1001 Spikes. If the name 1001 Spikes sounds like an exaggeration to you, the game quickly makes you realize that it's not a threat, but a promise. As the player attempts to dive deeper and deeper into the ruins, caution is quickly learned, lest the player lose their entire stock of 1001 lives and ruin their controller with having to restart. Super Meat Boy. Maybe this is cheating a bit with using 360 backwards compatibility, but you can enjoy Super Meat Boy fully on your Xbox One, and the tough as nails platformer is still as fantastic as it was back when it launched. Meat Boy making his way through ever-increasing gauntlets of saw blades and missiles build the pressure to a fever pitch, right up until you finally finish the level and all of your runs play back at once, releasing it. Hotline Miami 2: Wrong Number. Hotline Miami and its sequel are great trips, with the kind of Twitch gameplay that just gets in your head as you become better and better at just reacting. But those reactions come from trial and error as the killer becomes the killed repeatedly. If players couldn't restart about 6 times per second, the psychedelic murder spree wouldn't be nearly as much fun. Rogue Legacy. Exploring the castle through a succession of different ancestors, Rogue Legacy challenges players to slowly defeat 4 guardians. But the castle is a creature of chaos, twisting itself each time. The compulsive, easy-to-pick-up nature of the gameplay makes it easy to start, and the fantastic implementation of leveling up with the castle adds just enough of a push, but ultimately it takes some will to see it through. Trials Fusion. There's a certain primal thrill in mastering a powerful bike, and that's a feeling that Ubisoft's Trial Fusion is going to make players work for. On the ever larger and twisted tracks that players need to overcome, and with style if they want a good score, not moving with confidence and making sure that the bike is balanced for a smooth landing can send the poor rider into a ragdoll, and your controller through your Xbox. Cuphead. While it might look like a classic easygoing Mickey Mouse cartoon, Cuphead isn't standing on style alone. The many diverse bosses that the brothers mug face down all bring their own style to the title, and wildly diverse attacks to bear upon the player. And the quips they each spout every time they manage to defeat you are equal parts hilariously charming and deeply infuriating. Super CLOUDBUILT. The trailer for Super CLOUDBUILT says it all with the phrase, "clear goals and the means to achieve them," with the super hardcore parkour on offer within the sky-high structures and wall running and shooting challenge littering them. Players are only limited by their perceptions of how they can tackle the challenges ahead of them, or fall a long, long way. While the subtle story beneath is engaging, the truly great part of Super CLOUDBUILT is just that. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.